said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bruins will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Texas A&M's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses.
Right down the boulevard. Pass to Ted. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCLA's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Aggie! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns are coming up big.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow at 2nd and 7. The Bruins are in the hurry-up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Lowers those pads. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's nickel. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3 and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
He wants to change this route. They just keep firing. Finds his tight end. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
That's reeled in. It's Williams. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just step in.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Slings it downfield. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field throwing.
He lost it high, playing deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll give it to Johnson. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Pocket breaking down. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Still looking on the move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to throw. It's Nickel. Catch in the middle. It's Ware. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Working the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. On target over the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Inside the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down in the 35.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's second and long. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to pass. It's Nickel. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Oh, it's blocked. Breaks into the open. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
After for that blocked field goal. That just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Rush is on him. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. To the air, it's Nickel. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gaines. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
At the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, UCLA.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. The 20. He's at touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no. You turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking for a man. It's Nickel. Here's the heat. He's going to run it. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Bruins. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker. Coming out with it, it's Allen. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. We're starting to get late. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's got it again. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Nickel. They'll run the screen. He breaks a tackle.
Well, on 3rd down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the 1st. What do they do?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, gets the defense off guard.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Gave them a little room to work with before going out of bounds at the 10. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got enough for the 1st. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morrow. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. With the catch, it's Williams.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Got a man. It's Williams. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
And And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Norman. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Aggie! And the pummeling has started.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Dropping back, it's nickel. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a draw. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the board and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved